to the next question I have. I have a question from Dr. Vince Lujan. And he has a friend who has had nightmares for the past few years, ever since a family member passed away from cancer. She's been diagnosed with having 7 concussions from a major car accident, and also in a major car accident resulting in a rolling down the street. There are more injuries here to list than I could list. Concern is that her nightmares, because it affects her sleep, even though, let's see, I feel that my training as a chiropractor is lacking to deal with some of the neuro issues that she is presenting. I was wondering if you had any success in doing quantum neurology on patients with nightmares. I know there is no research suggesting a link between neck pain and nightmares, but he feels that there is a link. Let's see. You're the first person I thought of to share this with, because even though we never met, I have never taken your course. I have a gut feeling that quantum neurology may offer a solution. So thank you for your question. Nightmares it's a part of our non-physical nervous system. And now when I talk about the non-physical side of things, if we took a projector and we projected it on the wall, and hopefully we'd have a clear image, we have to recognize that our nervous system is projecting light. Every cell in our body projects light. Fritz Albert Popp, a physicist in Europe, discovered that every cell of the body emits what are called biophotons, and these biophotons are intelligent. And that means that it's capable of sending intelligent communication from cell to cell at the speed of light throughout the body. And for people in the line of what we do, that's a big deal. And what I call the light body refers to the projection of all the cells, all the sum total of the trillions and trillions of cells together. I call that the light body, the light that's generated by the body. Now, if we look at this concept, we start understanding that, or in my opinion, I started understanding that the light body is what contains our non-physical self. It is the light body that carries our mind, our thoughts, our emotions, our connectivity from the physicalness of our body to the empty space around our body. It connects us to the universe around us. And one of those aspects is, the dreaming aspect. We're not physically going through the processes that we see in our dreams, but we are experiencing them. Our nervous system perceives them as real. Dr. Scott Walker, who developed and teaches neuroemotional technique, talks about emotional reality. And emotional reality, very well described through dreams. Somebody has a nightmare, it's as if they're experiencing it in their real physical life. They may wake up sweating, they may, attempt to run or scream, and those things are actually happening through their nervous system as if they are happening in the moment. So with understanding that, again, I would recommend this person to consider neuroemotional technique because I feel it's a very effective technique for handling this aspect, what we consider the emotional aspect of the non-physical part of the nervous system. Extremely beneficial and powerful. I'm personally taking a seminar with the NET next week to get more advanced on these concepts. I feel that Dr. Scott Walker is the leading person in this understanding of using the nervous system to heal itself through the non-physical emotional issues that we have. Now, with that being said, in quantum neurology, the focus would be on removing stress from the nervous system, or what I call discharging the nervous system. And this is accomplished by doing the protocols, by doing, taking the stress off the nervous system. We could also look at the cranial nerve functions and strengthen those as well. So that would be the first stepping stone for this person to accomplish with this patient. There are other techniques out there that could help relieve the stress of the nervous system that are not NET based. There are techniques like emotional freedom technique. There's a book out there called Emotion Code, which I've seen tremendous benefits from in patients. And these are wonderful techniques that people could do to themselves before or during their care under professional care. So it's something that they could do in their home on their own to relieve the stress. But in my opinion, they are not as profound and in-depth as doing NET, for example, neuroemotional technique, or other more advanced emotional release systems that there are out there. So I thank that doctor for his question. And let's go on here to Dr. P.J. Zaramaskas. I believe I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but Dr. P.J. is an acupuncturist. She's taken the quantum neurology courses, and her question is, I love your work. I look forward to seeing you next month. I have nice results. I could write up 20 cases today after using the Module 1 course. Let's see. My question is, I have a patient who came in today who has MS. I cannot get reliable responses with her S1, L5, L4 tests. Those are the tests of the foot. Do I need to wait until the visceral seminar to be able to really help her? The question is, how is she able to access this part of the nervous system without the advanced knowledge of the Module 3 training? Okay. So just to let people know, our first seminar focuses on motor rehabilitation. That's our Module 1. And that's where we teach doctors how to recover the muscle-skeletal actions, the physicality of movement of the nervous system. We also go into the cranial nerve rehabilitation as well as the G-POI concept that I mentioned. In Module 2, it's sensory rehabilitation. We teach doctors how to access more advanced things, more advanced physical work. A race is one of the concepts I teach. But the recovery of sensory is one of the major components of the seminar, learning how to recover the sensation of the body, the pain, temperature, vibration, light touch, deep touch, pressure, proprioception, everything that contributes to numbness. Numbness, by the way, is the nervous system's way of requesting more information. So if your fingertips are numb, people will walk in and they'll rub their fingers like, rubbing their thumb and their fingers together. If their hip is numb, they may bang on it with their fist. And, what we see in that is we see the nervous system tells you what kind of rehabilitation it wants or it desires.